Hey, Chef Brian Sow here, not your typical chef. Thank you so much for watching. This video demonstrated quite a few pieces of gear, one of them being that Jackson Monarkh SC7X 7-string guitar, my Line 6 Helix, as well as the KHDK no.1 Overdrive pedal. And I've been using the Helix for a few years now. I pre-ordered it when they were first available through Sweetwater, got one of the first units in, and I've just loved it ever since. I loved all the tones, I loved the user interface and the how intuitive it was and how easy it was to use, and it also sounded great. And for the longest time, for my high gain tones, I would use the Tube Screamer Sim to push the front end of the amp sim, and got great results. And my buddy Ryan from Riffs, Beards, and Gear, who also works with Joey Sturgis Tones, hooked me up with the Conquer All impulse response package. And the beautiful thing about the Helix is not only can you use their cab sims, but you can also insert impulse responses. And man, I never tried impulse responses before until I got the Helix, and the results were amazing. I mean, it just really gave a huge depth of character to the Helix that really made me fall in love with it even more. And I've had the Axe effects before, and I always swore that was the best digital amp modeling unit. It probably still is, but it just isn't user friendly. So for me, I decided to stick with the Helix. For me, I just need something that's made for gorillas to use, basically, because I just don't have time to tweak and have this huge learning curve. Now, with that said, though, since I've had the Helix, I've never really tried the loops, because it has 4 loops in it that you can route anywhere within the signal chain. You can put 1 pedal within 1 loop, or you can do as I did and put 10 pedals in 1 loop, because I usually only use 1 or 2 pedals at a time, external pedals outside of my Helix. And I got my hands on the KHDK no.1 Overdrive pedal and just love it. I use that now instead of the Tube Screamer Sim, and there just really is no substitute for a really awesome analog tone. And of course, at the end of the day, it's not analog because I'm using the Helix, and I go into my DAW using SPDIF connection. But it's kind of nice to have that something analog within the system. So through the loop, it goes into the pedal and gets this analog tone that pushes the digital sim. And I just think it's a nice marriage of the two. It sounds great. And the beautiful thing about the KHDK no.1 Overdrive is that it has 2 gain stages. So it has a gain knob, but the bass knob works in conjunction with the second gain stage. And what it does is not only does it increase the bass, but it adds another depth of gain. And when you play with those 2 knobs, and it has a treble knob, you can really get a lot of cool variety of tones. So as most of you know, I use mainly Fishman pickups, and I haven't been using passives for a long time. And the Seymour Duncan set that is in the Jackson Monarch guitar are a bit harsh and a little trebly, not in a terrible way. I think it sounds awesome, actually, but it's just not what I'm used to. And that bass knob with the additional gain stage really allows me to add some fatness to the tone, and kind of rounds out the tone a lot with those harsh pickups. And I mean, you be the judge. Leave the comments below. Let me know what you thought of the tone. You also saw that for the second half of the video, I disengaged the pedal, and you could hear how much clarity was lost, how much high-end cut was lost, not having the KHDK pedal. And in fact, the settings that you see are my buddy Paul's settings, so thank you very much. I swear by those settings now. I don't really deviate from that too much unless it's from guitar to guitar and I want to adjust the treble a little here and there. But yeah, I mean, I think I get the best of both worlds, some analog as well as digital, and I get the same consistent tone every time when I do have some time to record something. And I've been wanting a 7-string for a long time. I've had a lot of 7 strings over the years, but I just wanted a single cut 7-string guitar, and that baby is my ticket. I love it. I have nothing but great things to say about Jackson and the Fender Corporation as a whole. They're awesome. And with that said, let me know what you guys thought. And, you know, most of my videos are focused on high gain tones, but let me know what you guys are looking for and if you want to know settings or whatever. I had a lot of fun doing this video. I have several more videos coming up. So, yeah, with that said, Not Your Typical Chef signing out. Bye-bye.